Hello and welcome. My name's Denise and I'm 60. I do makeup for mature skin. And so if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So I hope everybody had a great holiday. So I'm going to pull my hair back and get started. All right, I've already got my, I use CeraVe for my moisturizer today. And so I am just going to get into it. First, I am going to put on my Eye Balm by Tula, and it's a nice cooling eye balm. It feels great, and it's got some probiotics in there. And I'm gonna get my nails done today. They need it very badly. I tried this, what is this, Joy Bright, and it's cute. It has too much fallout for me. So now I'm gonna just use another moisturizer. This one has one of those paddle tips. This is a Mary Kay. I'm only using it up. I don't particularly care for Mary Kay simply because I never know what strength I'm using. They do not disclose the strengths of, the potencies, the percentages, anything like that in any of their literature that I can find. And for me, that's a no-go, because why would I, after being on 6% hyaluronic acid, why would I want to jump down to 1%? That's a waste of my time, which is most valuable, and then my money. So I am going to use it up until it's done, though. Let's see. Go ahead and put some eye drops in here. Lumify. Been using that since everybody even figured out it was cool. So this stuff is great. It really works. Very expensive and kind of hard to find. Maybelline. All right. I love that stuff. It's got a little bit of caffeine and it's super light in texture. So I don't bring it all the way up to the lower lash. That's where most of your movement is, and it doesn't look good there. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I actually use this during the holidays for a very light look. And I have to say, it really helped plug up those pores, and then made the makeup I put on right after that just perfect. I guess I didn't give this a fair shot before. All right, I like the way that looks. It did definitely smooth out the appearance of those pores of my Lumi. And for a little extra coverage, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. I like to mix my colors. All right, let me take a look at that and see what that really looks like. It's flawless. It really is. All right, so I'm going to use my Milani Merlot Kiss. I like to pick that up on my forehead, nose, and chin, because I still like a sun-kissed look a little bit in the winter, even though my whole routine has changed as far as what I'm using. Because in the summer, I don't use much powder at all. But I do way more in the winter, just simply because you're not outside. It's not natural light. It's just a little bit easier to get away with, if you ask me. And I'm going to take care of this neck. I've just got, this is a NARS, and it's a Laguna, and I think it's 01, but I'm not sure. It's worn off. Just warm myself up just right up here. I'm missing this spot entirely because it tends to look hollowed out as you get a little older. And that's a real telltale sign of your age, which is what I'm trying to avoid right now. All right. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use Vegas Nay Eye Lure Brow and Shadow. And it's a palette that I will probably always have. It's pretty old and it works great. So I don't see any reason to get rid of it. And I'm going to use their little tiny angle brush. And I'm missing quite a few right here. You can kind of see like from here to here. And of course most of us know it's supposed to go right here for the arch, and right here for the end. So let me just quickly and I'm missing a little of my tail feathers too. Okay. Went just a little bit lighter. I'm going to use this Hip Dot palette. It's pretty and it's got great colors in there. I love Hip Dot and ColourPop. All right, so I'm going to use, this is called Cloves, and it's this one right here. And I'm just going to tap that on. Put it where my hood actually is, and a little bit in. So I press it in at this age, pressing instead of swiping. And then I'm just gonna flick it up towards my eyebrow. And it's gonna leave a space in between the product that we just laid down and the eyebrow. And I don't want to put a whole bunch there because we just took time to take that out. So I'm going to leave that kind of nude, and then do our other eye. For the lid, I don't have much of a lid, so I want to keep that pretty light. I'm going to use this color right here called Coven. And it's a nice lighter. And then at the corner, I'm going to use, it's called Charmed. And it looks like that. I'm just going to pop that in right at the end. This color here is Salem, and it's just a dark chocolatey brown. And I don't go to either end. Just kind of blow it out like that. Look at how much bigger this eye looks than this. All right. If you have a shorter face, you might not want that. I have a longer face from here to here, so I needed something to take up that space and visually make that a little larger. That's it. Okay, let me go ahead and curl my eyelashes. I just curled those eyelashes, and I'm going to do a little hack I haven't seen anyone do. I'm going to put some translucent powder on. First, before I put my mascara on. Now, I've seen people do it after, and I do that one all the time, after they curl their lashes once. And if you've been with me for any time, you know that one. And that one I've seen before, but this particular step, no. I'm just using Panorama. Okay, I'm gonna need to let those dry, so while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and put on a lippy. I don't like to put very much of the long-lasting lips all over my lips because they are so drying. My tip is to blend it with your lip, with your finger, not to the edges. Makes you look like sad clown. And it just makes you look sad. So the other tip I have is make sure that you get in here. Nobody wants to see. It doesn't look great when it's pink and then all of a sudden get it all the way in there as much as you can. And then let that dry. Going to put the translucent powder on your wand and then recurl. That's the one that everyone knows. All right. All right, well, that's better. Okay, let's go ahead and I have a little gel right there. Just get rid of that. Right there. I have videos on many ways to get rid of those gels. Okay, that's better. All right, well, let's get our hair done. So this is the look for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I do enjoy this new hair color. I think it's really pretty. And so, yeah. All right. It's so good to be here with you all. And we'll see you here next time. Bye.